Hello everyone, this is Officer Murphy and Rozco again for History on a Horse. Some of you may have seen Rozco just placed third place at the Hemlock Fair Mounted Competition a few days ago. I felt it appropriate to address a little bit more horse history within the city of Rochester. So today we are checking out the Driving Park and Dewey Avenue neighborhood as well as the East Ave Park Avenue areas of the city. And what do these two neighborhoods have in common, you might ask? Well, both of them were racetracks at one point. The Union Race Course, which was located on Vick Park A and Vick Park B in between Park Avenue and East Avenue, was originally started in 1855, operated from 1855 until 1866. Union Race Course was referred to as Vick Park Track or Halls Park and operated in the Park Ave neighborhood. This neighborhood at the time was considered Brighton and had not yet been acquired by the city of Rochester. It operated for approximately 10 years, but developed a reputation for fixed or rigged races, forcing spectator interest to wane over that 10-year period. The Union Race Course was eventually sold to James Vick sometime in 1866, who began developing the area into a giant seed garden. James Vick, who was an English immigrant, founded Vick Seed Company and sold seeds directly to you via the Postal Service across the United States at the time. The streets of Vick Park A and B were the straightaways for the track, and according to the Western New York Landmark Society, the curvature on Park Avenue between these two streets is the southern bend of the track. Upon the closure of the Union Race Course, plans to develop a new track were already in the works. Rochester's Driving Park, 1874 to 1899. For nearly 30 years, Rochester had a world-renowned horse racing venue which attracted spectators from across the United States to its races. Given the nickname the fastest mile in the U.S., the park, which officially opened in 1874, sat between what we now know as the streets of Argo Park to the west, Driving Park, which was then McCracken Street at the time, Dewey Avenue to the east, and Burr Street to the north. The Driving Park had three massive grandstands with a stadium and box seating in Victoria-era styling. Rochesterians James Vick, Patrick Barry, George Whitney, and Mortimer Reynolds all contributed to the creation of this venue, as they all played a significant part in the development of Rochester in the late 19th century. If these names sound familiar to you, Patrick Barry of the Barry Ellwanger Building downtown, George Whitney, and Mortimer Reynolds of the Reynolds Arcade, also located downtown. At the time this park opened, harness horse racing, often called sulky racing, was growing. Rochester's Driving Park having the reputation of being the fastest track. It should be of no surprise to anyone that the first person to add rubberized, air-filled tires to the racing wheels of the sulky, which added even more speed to the rigs, was a Rochester resident. By 1890, New York State adopted anti-betting laws, and Rochester's Driving Park began to feel the effects. Bicycles were a popular mode of transportation at this time, so the track held several bicycle races, as well as the Barnum and Bailey Circus, as well as Buffalo Bill's Wild West Show. Eventually, the track held its final race in 1895, and a few years later, a large portion of the venue succumbed to a fire. Efforts to rebuild the track failed, and the parcel was eventually split into residential plots. The streets of Lark, Dove, and Archer are all named after original promoters of the track. Again, thank you all for taking the time to watch this video. Rozco and I enjoy getting out and hitting the different neighborhoods of the city, and I enjoy sharing the historical aspects of these neighborhoods with you all. Again, it's difficult to police an area without knowing its history. And I think we all owe it to ourselves to research and know as much about the areas that we protect and the areas that we serve. Again, it's Officer Mike Murphy with partner Rozco. I appreciate your time, and we'll catch you on the next one.